this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demo here in the UK, and for the past few days I've been bringing you my Creator Calendar 2022 series. So we've been stamping each month in our little desk calendar here. If you're wanting to purchase one of these, they're available from Paper Mill Direct. They're actually reduced a little bit today, I noticed, so I missed out on that discount, but hey ho. They're not terribly expensive anyway. But they are quite lovely, and I've been decorating each month with different stamp sets from Stampin' Up, so appropriate themes for each month hopefully. And we are today at November. Now I have to admit I have done a little bit of blending already on this background here, partly because I started my video off and then it went wrong. So just to show you, I'll just add a little bit more. It's very, very easy to do. So just a little bit of ink. It looks like there's a lot of ink on there, but it will be very pale. And just blend until you've got the area and the depth of colour that you want. I think that's enough for my purposes for today, but very, very easy to do. I have got other videos where I've been blending, so watch out for those. Right, and then we need a piece of Whisper White, which I'm just going to grab here. And we are using Poppies today because it's November that we're doing, and in November it's Armistice Day here in the UK. We have a tradition of having poppies because of the poppy fields in the north of France when the World War I was on. We have poppies, a poppy day on the 11th of November in the UK, which is really a charity raising, a fundraising event, but also a commemorative event. We have lots of events by war memorials to remember the fallen and things, called Armistice Day. And it's on the exact day that World War I ended, but we also use it to celebrate, or not to celebrate, to commemorate people, the ones that were lost and sacrificed in other wars, including World War II. So anyway, we're using painted poppies. We're going to use 3 stamps from here. So we're going to use the smaller poppy, the large poppy and the leaf, and we're going to stamp them with Memento ink. Like so. So one big one, 2 little ones, and 3 leaves. And then we're just going to make a little arrangement with these. Like so. And then I'm going to use blends to colour these, Stampin' Blends. So I'm going to use 2 real reds, light and dark real red, 2 Mossy Meadows, light and dark Mossy Meadow, and maybe a little bit of light Granny Apple Green. So let's start with the poppies. So we're just going to go over them with the light real red to start with. We do have another red in the collection called Poppy Parade, which you might think is more appropriate. I quite like real red for poppies, but the Poppy Parade is just a little bit more orangey, but you might think that that is a more realistic colour for poppies, so feel free, whichever one you think would be appropriate. So I'm just colouring this really roughly to start with, so you getting a base layer of colour. They make colouring so easy, these blends. I never was very good at colouring, and I always felt my colouring looked like someone who was 5 at Key Stage 1 had done it, but actually since we've had the blends I'm a reformed character, and I do love colouring in images. So easy to use, and I've had mine. I bought mine when they first came out, And apart from a couple where I've ruined the nibs because I used them on glimmer paper, which gave a lovely effect on the glimmer paper, but I didn't realise I was actually shredding the nibs of my blends. Apart from that, I haven't had any run out. I've used them quite a lot and they have lasted. It must be years now. I don't know how many years we've had them. But like I say, I bought mine when they first came out. So they are very long lasting. They're a bit of an investment. I think they're £8.50 for a pair, so £4.25 each, but they will last you forever. And of course they coordinate perfectly with the other Stampin' Up colours, you know, coloured cardstock, coloured ink. Right, I'm now going in with some dark Real Red, and I'm going to do some dark around the centre here. And then maybe some dark on these bits of petal that are folded over. And again here. Now the reason I'm not being very careful is because I can come over and go over it again with the light pen and it will blend the colours in. And it just gives you a bit of dimension, a bit of shading. And it's really easy to do. You don't have to be very careful. So that's that done. So back to the light, and then if you, that's the wrong end, if you just go over, it will blend out those edges and you just get a real graduation of colour. You see that? Really, really easy to do. Like so. So that's the flowers, and now we're just going to go start with Granny Apple Green, and this is one of the ones that I have shredded, so the tip is not quite so easy to manipulate. I've got to be really careful I don't go over the edges here. I'm going to invest in another pair of Granny Apple Green blends once I've saved up, once I've got a bit of money to spend. There we go. So we're starting off with Granny Apple Green. And then we're going to come in with light Mossy Meadow. Just do a bit in the middle here. Might not use the dark one actually. I might just leave it at these two colours. Realised I wasn't quite sure what colour poppy leaves were actually, what sort of green they are, but I think you can use a little bit of poetic license here. It doesn't have to be exact. There. Now we're just going to bring in my die cutter to die cut these. I'm going to have to cut this down because it won't go through. Right, so I've got my pads, plates, and the dies. Where are the dies? Did I put them back in here? Yes, I did. So we've got 2 leaves, which is very helpful because you can cut 2 leaves out at once. So line that up. And as always, just going to tack that down with a little bit of washi tape. And another one. Like so. Again, these images, you could fussy cut them. You don't have to have the dies. To work out where this goes. There, that's it. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of playing around to find the right spot. A little bit of washi tape on there as well. And then just push that through. There we go. Got 2 leaves and a poppy. I just need to transfer one of the leaf dies to this one so that we can cut that one out as well. put that one through, and then we've just got the 2 little poppies to do. Like so. And this one's much easier to line up. There we go. So that one. So it's very, very quick. Oh, that's not very, it's not lined up properly. Let's try that again. Very, very quick and easy to do this, because this could go on a card as well, of course. All of these samples that I'm doing on the calendar could all be patterns that go on cards as well, but they just happen to be appropriate for the months of the year as well. There we go. Don't know if you can still hear, my voice is not quite back to normal yet. For those of you who don't know, I had COVID just before Christmas. After, oh, should have moved my grid mat. Oh, that's not straight. Let's straighten that up a bit. That's moved. Just before Christmas, my husband was out and about with his band quite a lot, just thinking that they were getting back to normal after, you know, sort of being able to be out and about a bit more. And then Omicron struck, and I was saying to him, you need to be careful, you need to be careful. And in fact, from the Friday, he did cancel any gigs that he had in the run-up to Christmas, but unfortunately it was too late. He was already infected by then and had already infected me, so we both suffered, and he got over his quite quickly. I, however, am still suffering. I've still got a bad throat and quite a tight chest, and I'm just going to stick my grid pad down again, make sure that that's in view. Oh, that's a bit wonky, but hey ho, let's straighten that up a bit. Yeah, I've got a dreadful cough, which is keeping him awake at night, but I kind of think that's his punishment for giving it to me. So, right, okay, so a bit of Tombow. We are going to arrange these on here. We have the 3 poppies. Like so. And then some leaves scattered in between. So let's glue this one down. Take the top off my Tombow would help, wouldn't it? A little bit of Tombow on there. Spread it out. Put that there. Like so. It's going to go there, so that one's going to go there. My stomach is really rumbling. I've been eating so much over the past few days that I decided I'd leave it as long as possible to eat today, to just give my stomach a rest. But it's now 12:30 and it's getting, I haven't had anything to eat today, so it's getting a bit hungry, telling me it's lunchtime, I think. So as soon as I've done this video, I will go and have lunch. And then we've got only one more month. We've only got December to do. And then we're done. There we go. There's the poppies, and now we're just going to tuck in some leaves. And that is another month done and dusted. So just lift this up. So it's just stuck down, so it should lift up quite easily. One leaf there. Now I've got to decide, am I going to do 2 leaves over here? Or am I going to put one somewhere different? That looks a bit too symmetrical to me. I might put that in there. Just want it to be, don't want it to be too symmetrical. Just pop that into there, like so. And there we are. There is our November poppies picture. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing that one. Do come back to see December, and do have a look back. There is a playlist on my video channel that you can see all the creator calendar posts that I've done, all the videos, so you can have a look and see each month if you wanted to create your own. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to buy anything that I've used, it's all available in my online shop. You can click through to my online shop, or you can click any of the links of the products that I've used today. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Have a good day. Bye.